Hey guys, what is going on? Dylan here. What I got for you today is another build video. It's actually crazy. I've not done a Well of Radiance Warlock build. I just did the Apotheosis Veil one, but I haven't done like my main loadout, like the loadout that I use all the time. So what I have for you is an adapted Grandmaster loadout that I use. So it's going to feature Phoenix Protocol, which is my definite go-to, and Bad Juju. So Phoenix Protocol, it's going to give you super energy with kills inside your Well of Radiance, and then Bad Juju also grants you super energy just based on the strength of its string of curses, which is just for getting kills. And this is pretty much an infinite Well of Radiance loop. This is what I used in the Onslaught Legend mode to get to wave 50 and complete it through wave 50. And yeah, you pretty much have constant Wells of Radiances, which makes this so good. So here you can see I'm going to show it off here on the Altars of Sorrow, but pop my well and just start getting some Bad Juju kills. Now, obviously, this isn't, I don't normally use a Bad Juju for Grandmaster, so this is kind of an adapted variation of that. But everything else is pretty much the same when it comes to what my GM loadout is. And you can see with 10 seconds left on my Well of Radiance, we got another well back. So yeah, you can definitely infinitely strand these together for just infinite Wells of Radiances as long as there's enemies to kill. The build itself is going to use, obviously, Well of Radiance. We're going to be using the Snap, Healing Grenade, Touch of Flame, and Icarus Dash. Again, Heat Rises, Icarus Dash. That's a preference thing, not a requirement thing. For the fragments, we're going to use Ember of Pirion, Ember of Benevolence, Ember of Char, and Ember of Ashes. Basically, just extending the radiation and restoration in the build. It's all about survivability with a build like this, and then just chaining as many Well of Radiances together as you can, which is really fun to do, actually. Now, even if you don't get a Well of Radiance from Bad Juju kills and your Phoenix Protocol, you're probably really close to getting one, where all you have to do is go pick up maybe a couple orbs or something. So here you can see, I mean, I just popped my well and we're already at halfway. This is, I believe, wave 40 in Onslaught mode. So I'm just kind of showing off the later rounds, the boss round, wave 40 of Onslaught to show that it is viable. And not to mention, for Onslaught, I think you definitely need a Well of Radiance. So why not have a build that can give you a ton of them? And then so for the mods, what I would suggest is Kinetic Siphon, Dynamo, Momentum Transfer, I think that's Impact Induction. Basically, just get your abilities back, health regeneration. Dynamo is optional. Dynamo is just if you're inside your Well of Radiance and you have enemies around you, you can use your Rift and then get a little bit more super energy from that. So I was just thinking of this build as kind of like the ultimate end game support build where you just constantly have a Well of Radiance at all times. Now, again, I use this in Onslaught. It is how we completed all 50 waves. The well is fantastic. I think it is almost a requirement for doing the 50 waves of Onslaught. And if you only have one Warlock, why not a build that gets you just infinite wells so that you can always pop it on a dime's notice no matter what. So, but yeah, I mean, you see, even still, I'm really close. I didn't quite get my well, but I'm still very close to obtaining it. Now, as far as the weapons go, Bad Juju, obviously, but for ad clear, I've been really liking machine guns, like Unwavering Duty or Fixed Odds. But if you're going to be using damage, obviously you can use something like Cartesian Coordinate and Apex Predator. It's really just more of a preference thing, not a requirement for this build. The main thing is Bad Juju and the Phoenix Protocol. But I've really been liking Unwavering Duty lately with Subsistence and Incandescent. It's an ad clear beast. And yeah, pop a well, kill a bunch of people. Dill was using, in Onslaught, he was using Tether, and so there was just tons of orb creation, so I always had a Well of Radiance on me at all times, too. And also, this was kind of funny. So if you're having any trouble with the Prophecy Dungeon, you can use this build, and for ad clearing, you can literally just pop a well in the middle and ad clear everything, kill the tank. I mean, the boss is going to be in your face the entire time, which is annoying, but, I mean, you're in a Well of Radiance, so you're not going to die, and you can use that to clear out all the enemies and almost get another well by the time you're done clearing out all the enemies. So you won't miss out on a well for like your damage phase. But anyways, go ahead, give it a shot. Let me know what y'all think. But that is all we got for you today. And yeah, love you guys, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.